Good morning. Today is Monday, the 13th of March, and it is week 2 of core course. So today is all about plank. And before I forget, make sure to remember that next week we will have this yoga class on Tuesday at the same time, not Monday. Okay. So I'll remind you again at the end of class and I'll put it in the email. So let's start in child's pose. Toes together, knees as wide as comfortable. Walking the hands out in front, bring the forehead to the mat. And breathe. Just taking this time to arrive mentally on the mat. Trying to leave everything that you don't need in the next 60 minutes on the outside of the four corners of your yoga mat. This time is about you, your body, your mind, and connecting your breath to your movement while strengthening your core. Taking a deep inhale in, and with the exhale, meeting me in tabletop. Cat cow. Inhale, stomach drops, chin lifts. Cow, chin to chest. Sorry, cat, chin to chest. Suck the tummy in. Cow, drop the stomach, lock up. Cat, chin to chest, round the spine. Cow, nice and slow, stomach drops, chin lifts. Go easy at the beginning. Cat, chin to chest, round the spine. Back to tabletop, neutral position. Right arm up towards the ceiling, thread it through, right ear on the mat. Breathe. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right arm on the mat. Tabletop. To reset. And left arm off with the inhale. Thread it through, left ear on the mat. And left arm up again. Inhale and left hand on the mat. Cat cow. Cow. Stomach drops. Chin lifts. Deep inhale. Exhale. Chin to chest. Round the spine. Cat. Cow. Stomach drops. Chin lifts. Deep inhale. Cat. Chin to chest. Around the spine. One more. Cow. Stomach drops. Chin lifts. Yogi fingers wide. Cat. Chin to chest. Around the spine. Tabletop. To puppy dog pose. Walk the hands out. Bring the forehead to the mat. Breathe. Hips over knees. That's it. So everything underneath from your waist down doesn't move. So the back end of you is still in tabletop. Inhale, back to tabletop. Well done. And extending the right leg out long. Toes pointed down. Exhale. Left arm out long. Breathe. That's it. So keep those limbs as unbent as possible, as straight as possible. Well done. Left touch them. Left elbow, right knee under the body, or that's it. Or the modification is just bend them slightly and back again. Touch and extend. Bend and extend. That's it. Try not to press into that right wrist. Two more. Holding the core firm. and back to tabletop. That's it. And the other side, left leg out long, toes pointed down, right arm out long, breathe. And touch, left knee, right elbow. Modification, which I think is actually can be a bit more challenging, is just bend the left knee and the right elbow a little, and then back to center. That's it. Two more. Well done. Child's pose, toes together, knees apart. Walk the hands out, give the wrists a rest. Breathe. Inhale back to tabletop. Cow, stomach drops, chin lifts, deep inhale. Cat, chin to chest, round the spine, tuck the tummy in. Cow, stomach drops, chin lifts, dip in the lower back. That's it. Cat, chin to chest, round the spine. Cow, stomach drops, chin lifts, deep inhale. Cat, chin to chest, round the spine. Back to tabletop. And right leg long, left arm long. Breathe. Turn the right toes out and bring the right leg out to the right, left arm out to the left to counterbalance. Well done, beautiful. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Back to center and back to tabletop. Breathe. Inhale with the exhale, left leg long, right arm long. Left toe, turn the left toes out to the left and bring the left leg out to the side, right arm out. Breathe. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Back to tabletop. Cat, cow, cow. Drop the stomach. Chin lifts. Deep inhale. Cat. Chin to chest. Round the spine. Cow. Stomach drops. Chin lifts. Cat. Chin to chest. Round the spine. That's it. Well done. Now, turning the toes over and coming into down dog. Pedaling the legs out here, enjoying the first down dog of the day. Don't have too much expectation of your first down dog of the day. Just really enjoy, but move slowly. So pedaling the legs out if you wish. It's not compulsory. Some people don't like to do it at all. It doesn't serve them. Move and practice your yoga in a way that serves you. When we freestyle the poses, walking the feet forward, halfway lift, shoulders away from ears and halfway lift, 90-degree angle. Oh, there, I wasn't. Halfway, forward fold, let the head hang. And inhale, arms up over your head, palms to touch, look at the thumbs. Exhale, arms down by your side. 9 minutes in, and we're going into tree pose. Lovely. Okay, standing nice and strong. So this is a really good pose for our core. And balance, of course. Bring the right knee forward. Yeah, use a chair if you need. That's it. Okay. Right, sole of the right foot against the left calf or against the left inner thigh. That's it. Lovely. 2 shoulders in one line, 2 hips in one line. And hands in prayer or hands on a chair. Breathe. Think about your core right now. See if you can think about solidifying it a bit more. Can it, or is it as solid as it comes? That's it. Think about your bum. Is your bum sticking out? If so, press your hips forward. Beautiful. Breathe. Pressing the palms of the hands in towards each other will also help with your balance. And slowly growing the tree upwards. Placing the right hand on the right knee. Left arm up. Ooh, I'm over. And swaying the tree over to the right. My God, I'm not doing it today. Left hand up. Right hand up to meet it. Hands back in prayer, heart center. And shake it out. Well done. Other side. Left knee. Left sole of the foot against the right thigh or against the right calf. You might feel that you have more grip on your thigh. Also depends what kind of clothes you're wearing. It makes a difference sometimes with the grip. Right hand into prayer, left hand into prayer, or hand on the chair, whichever serves you today. Breathe. Think about your core. Think about a piece of string tied to the top of your head, slowly, gently drawing you upwards. Breathe. Think about engaging your quad muscles of your right leg. Pressing your hips forward. Slowly growing your tree upwards. Keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Left hand onto the left knee, right arm up. And slowly but surely swaying over to the right. If it's comfy to do so. Right hand back up. Left hand up into prayer. And bringing your hands down to heart center. Breathe. Shake it out. Well done. Let it go. That's it. Top of the table, top of the yoga mat. Exhale everything out of your lungs and stand in mountain pose. Nice strong mountain pose, really good for core. Okay, so we have a straight line from our ear, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle. Breathe. And notice when you do draw an imaginary line from your ear, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, imagine how that feels. Imagine what, not imagine, think about how it feels in your core. The strengthening that's going on in your core as you stand up straight. Think about what it's doing to your posture. That's what I'm trying to say. Breathe. Exhale everything out of your lungs. And inhale, arms up over your head. Palms to touch. Look up at your thumb. Exhale, right arm back, left arm forward. Look at the right thumb. Hips are facing forward. Inhale, arms above your head, look at the thumb. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale, arms above your head, look at your thumb. Exhale, mini back bend, cactus arms, look up at the ceiling. Inhale, arms above your head, stretching all the way up before swan diving down, all the way down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, shoulders away from ears, lovely flat back. Hands on the mat, and stepping back into high plank, but go straight down onto your knees. That's it. First plank of the day. Suck the tummy in, not suck it in, but remember, firm up your core. Holding here. I want you to lower down to the mat as slowly as you can. On your knees. That's it. Slowly feel what's doing to your arms, your shoulders, that niggly area between your shoulders and your chest. Breathe. Flip the feet over. Inhale. Very small little mini back bend here in Cobra. That's it. Mini and slow. No jerking. Careful. And press your body up. off the mat into down dog. In this down dog, we're going to find stillness. So try and press. Think of the most slightest adjustments without any knee jerking or moving. So maybe a slight adjustment will be that you're moving your torso towards your legs. A little bit, minor adjustment. That's it. Maybe your minor adjustment will be making your yogi fingers really wide, as much space in between each finger and thumb as possible. And inhale, walking your feet forward. Exhale, halfway lift. Inhale, forward fold. Sorry, exhale. Inhale, arms above your head, palms to touch, look up at the thumbs. Exhale, arms down by your side, shake it out. Eagle pose. Inhale, arms above your head, palms to touch, look up at your thumbs. Exhale, right arm under, left arm, swing them around, grab opposite shoulders, or go the full twist with the forearms and then leaving the palms of the hands. Can you see me like that? Okay, yeah. Now, legs as close together as possible will help. Okay? And sit down in imaginary chair. I'm going to turn from profile to front just so you can see. Okay, now lift your right leg over your left leg. And stay like that. Breathe. Staring at one spot, one unmoving spot helps. Or take your right toe around so it touches the left ankle. Breathe. If you are comfy, bring your knees to the right, elbows to the left, and try and get a straight line from your third eye, tips of the fingers to the elbows, to the knees, to the toes. Well done. You are a human corkscrew. Breathe. Slowly coming back up. Inhale, arms up over your head. Exhale, hands down by your side. And come to the top of the mat for another sun salutation with added in plank. Here we go. So we're doing balancing poses in between to counterbalance the amount of time we're doing in plank, okay? Breathe. Exhale everything out of your lungs. And inhale, arms up over your head, palms to touch, look up at the thumbs. Make sure the neck is thrown all the way back gently while you look at your thumbs. It's really important. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward. Look at the left thumb. Hips are in one line from the side. Keep pushing that left hip forward. Inhale, arms up over the head. Exhale, right arm back, left arm forward, and throw the right hip forward. That's it. Inhale, arms up over the head. Look at the thumbs. Exhale, keep the head up. Keep looking up as you come into mini back bend, cactus arms. Press the hips forward. Inhale, arms up over the head. Exhale, forward fold at the head hang, chin to chest. Inhale, halfway lift, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, hands on the mat, walking back into high plank or modification, plank on your knees. Stay here for a moment and think about solidifying this plank. You can be plank like this, right? High plank or plank on your knees. Actually, if you're in high plank, I meant to say, if you're in high plank, just bring your knees down simultaneously. And then lift them back up and lower them back down. Feel that in the core. Lift them up, lower them back down, or modification is stay in knee plank the whole time. Lift them up, lower them back down, lift them up, and then lower all the way down to the mat. That's it. Flip the feet over, keep the hands where they are, mini cobra. And flip the feet over again, stand up, breathe. Just enjoy this lovely stretch. In down dog, making sure that you have enough space in between your hands and your feet, that you feel a really lovely stretch, especially in your biceps, your underarm area, side body. That's it. Walking the feet forward. The next exhale. And inhale, halfway lift, shoulders away from ears, tummy in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms above your head, palms to touch. And you can straight away go into our next eagle. Left arm underneath right arm. That's it. So you twist again the forearm, twist again at the fingers, and just nestle those elbows down. Modification. Hold the shoulders. Okay. Now, legs together. That's it. And sitting down in the imaginary chair. Now, modification. Left leg over right leg. Leave it there. If that's too much, stay in chair, at the bottom half of your chair, and just think about lifting your left foot up every so often. See how it feels. It's just as good. It's really good for your balance, really good for your foot muscles in your right foot. If you can, if it's in your practice, twist again until your left toe meets your right inner ankle. Knees to the left, elbows to the right. I'll draw the elbows down. Breathe. Sitting down a bit more, stomach off the thighs, shoulders away from ears. Well done. Slowly does it. That's it. For 3, 2, 1. And inhale, release everything. Arms up, arms down by your side, shake it out. Well done. I know that was tough, but it's really good for us. Really good for the core. Top of the mat. Exhale out everything. Inhale. Sweep the arms up. Palms are faced up as we sweep our arms up. Lovely strong arms. Look up at the thumbs. Exhale, right arm back, left arm forward. Lovely and straight. Look at the right thumb. Inhale, arms above the head, palms to touch. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back, left arm back, right arm forward. Left, look at the left thumb. Inhale, arms above the head, look at the thumbs. Mini back bend, cactus. Arms, look up, that's it, keep looking up, press the chest up, press the hips forward. Inhale, arms up over the head. Exhale, forward fold, let the head hang. Bring the chin into the chest. Bend the knee. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands on the mat. Left leg back, right leg forward. Sorry. Both legs back, high plank is what I should say. That's it. Staying here in plank or plank on your knees. Okay, so high plank or low plank. Holding here. 4, 5. 4. Don't collapse when I say 1. 3. Firm it up. 2. You can do it. Hold it strong. 1. Lowering all the way down to the mat if you're plank on your knees, or if you wish, you can go high plank, low plank, chaturanga, up dog, or mini cobra is modification. You know it. We've been doing it all class long. And flip the feet down dog. Well done, ladies. Now, if your wrists have had enough, come into child's pose. In perimenopause, wrists are one of the first things, not one of the first things at all. It was for me though. Joint pain and wrist pain, and especially because of these days of all the texting, computer work. Oh, breathe. Walking the feet forward, coming up into downward dog if you were in child's pose, and walking the feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, chest on the legs. Inhale, arms up over your head, palms to touch. Look at the thumbs. And exhale, arms down by your side. Ooh, breathe, shake it out. Well done. Well done. Have a little drink if you wish. A little drink though. When I say that, because I don't want you, being a fountain with all the planks we're going to be doing. That's it. Sign the top of the mat again. Now we're going to come into chair pose. Another great core. Okay, but wait now. I just want to show you. You can do chair with your legs together, or you can do chair with your legs further apart. Indeed, you can do chair with a block in between your legs. Whatever is comfy for you, okay? I really mean that. Some yoga teachers make you put your legs together. Like, what is the point? Okay. So it's comfy for me to put my legs together, okay? And press the knees in towards each other. Now, exhale everything out of your lungs. Once again, I'm going to hop from front profile to side profile so you can see, okay? You stay where you are. Plant those feet in. Inhale. Arms up over your head. Jam those top biceps against the ears. Now, press your knees together if your legs are together. And sit down into the imaginary chair behind you. That's it. Breathe. Look, not up, but not down. So, straight ahead, like this. Okay, sitting down into the chair a little bit more. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale up, standing up into mountain. And exhale, arms down by your side. That's it. Breathe, shake it out. Once again. On this round. Inhale, arms up over your head, palms to touch. Keep those arms really strong, okay? Can't expect your bottom half to do all the work. You have to keep those arms really strong. Now, sit down into imaginary chair behind you. Before you find your spot to stare at the wall, look down. Can you see your toes? Make sure you can see your big toes. If you can't because your knees are in the way, means your knees are too far forward. Breathe. Put the tummy in. That's it. Lovely. Standing solid. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Standing up. Arms down. Jeez. Chair is like, whoo. Okay. It's the hard ones we need more of. I definitely do. Such a pain. Okay, now stand at the top of the mat. If you do it right, you should feel it in your shoulders, your quads. Exhale everything out of your lungs. Inhale, arms up over your head, palms to touch. Press the knees together or press your feet into the sides of the block if you're using a block. Sit down into imaginary chair behind you. That's it. Look down, can you see your toes? If you can't see your toes, move the knees back. You're going to feel that in your glutes. Well done. Breathe. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Different instruction. Listen. Dive down. Forward fold. Press the chest against the thighs. Let the head hang chin to chest. Long, low, long back of the neck. Inhale halfway, lift shoulders away from the ears. That's it. Exhale, hands on the mat, and we're going to plank again. Holding plank, high plank, or plank on the knees. Breathe. Hold here. If you're not already in plank on your knees, lower the left knee down, lower the right knee down. Listen. Then lower the left elbow down and lower the right elbow down. That's it. Make sure your elbows are under your shoulders. Setting up for forearm plank. You can bring your arms out in front of you. I like to kind of bring my hands into a fist. Okay, it gives me more leverage. And holding here. Now I am on plank on my knees and I feel a lot of shaking going on in the core. If you wish, you can lift your left knee up and then your right knee up and holding that low plank, forearm plank. Breathe. Lowering the left knee down, lowering the right knee down, lifting the right knee, lifting the left knee. For 3, 2, 1, lowering the right knee down, lowering the left knee down, lifting the right knee up, lifting the left knee up. For 3, 2, 1, lowering the left knee down, lowering the right knee down, lowering slowly the whole chest down, and come into belly shavasana, left ear on the mat. Breathe. Ooh. If you don't hear me for a few minutes, I'm still here. Slowly lifting your left ear off the mat and bringing your chin to center, just tapping your chin or your nose or your forehead to the mat, whichever hits first, taps first. Bring your hands to beside your chest and slowly press your chest off the mat until it's comfy to get that left elbow under and come to lying on the side of your mat. Okay, lying on the side, that's it. So if you're like lying on the side, yeah, we're setting up for side plank. Okay, so see the way my legs are on the side, it's almost like fetus position, but a very much more relaxed version of it. So your legs aren't up around your torso. Okay, brilliant. Now coming on to the left elbow, shoulder is square above that left elbow. Knees are bent. Okay, to begin with. Right hand in front of the kind of belly button area on the mat. Spider your hands for support. Left hand. Yogi fingers wide, pressing down into the mat. Okay. You are on the knife edge, the side of the left foot. Okay. And I want you to bring the right foot just a bit further down. That's it. Okay, so it's a bit more straight. It doesn't have to be fully straight, just straighter than this bent left leg. Now, with your next exhale, lift your left hip up. You see, just like this, but your left knee is still there. That's it. So it's side plank modification straight away. Now, if you're well used to side planks and you enjoy them, then straighten the left knee and come into a full side plank. If it's not comfy to do so, leave the left knee on the mat. It feels just as difficult. So go easy on yourself. That's it. For 3, 2, 1. Lower down with control. That's it. Well done. And roll onto your stomach slowly. Tap your nose or your chin on the mat and then bring your right ear to the mat for belly shavasana. breathe. Belly Shavasana, arguably one of the most relaxing poses, but for me, I actually sleep like this. I fall asleep like this. Right ear to the mat. Toes together, heels apart, palms facing up. If you suffer from sciatica, it's a really good idea to try and at least try and do this in bed before you come into your final resting position. This is how I sleep. As I said, this is how I start to sleep. And I move towards in the night or whatever, but it just relaxes all that glute muscles, any tension you're holding. Lift it right ear off the mat and tap the nose or the chin on the mat. And why we're doing that is we're straightening the spine before we move anything else. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders near your chest and peel your chest off the mat just a little bit, just so you can maneuver. Bring your right elbow to the mat and coming over to the right side. Okay, so I'm going to be behind you, which isn't a bad idea, so you can see from the other side. So remember, shoulder over the elbow, yogi fingers wide, left hand is in front of the right belly button, in front of the belly button. Left leg is the top leg this time, and it's out long. That's it. And with your next exhale, lift the right hip up. So you're on your right knee, in your right shin / calf is against the mat. Breathe. If you wish, you can come into full side plank. That's it. Holding here for 3, 2, 1, and slowly release, coming back down to the mat. Well done. Back, roll back onto your stomach, left ear to the mat. Belly Shavasana. It's also a great resting pose if you have certain neck pain. Obviously, it's not going to help everyone with every type of neck pain. There's so many different ones. The shoulders. Where there's many yoga poses you can't do like without being warmed up. You can come into a plank at any time during the day. You know, like boil the kettle down, give yourself 10 seconds, plank, go. Or side plank, watching TV. Woohoo! It's one of those things, one of those exercises that you can actually bring throughout your day, like tree pose. Just be very careful and mindful that you're not extreme cobra posing afterwards. I'd prefer you to do a child's pose as your counter pose rather than a cobra, because it's too intense on the lower back. Chin to the mat, arms under the shoulders. We're going back to down dog, ladies. Let's go. That's it. Ah, surprise. You thought you were staying down there. Sorry. Okay, right leg up high. And then Bring your right leg into your chest, but only as far as your chest, coming up onto the left tippy toe, and then low, and then up high again into dog, into three-leg dog. That's it. Into the chest again, and up high again. Now, if you wish, you can try bringing your right knee into your chest and even further to the outside of the left elbow and up high. Right knee into the chest, left elbow, and up high. One more. Right leg into the chest, over to the left elbow, and up high. That's it. Back to down dog. Breathe. Go for child's pose if it's too much, please. This is intense. The core. Left leg high. Left leg into the chest. I think I lost it. Left leg high. Left leg into the chest. Up on the right tippy toes. That's it. Left leg high. This time into the chest, but over to the right. Right. Left leg high. To the chest. Hard to talk through this. Right elbow. Left leg high. Into the chest, over to the right elbow. That's it. Left leg high. And down dog. Lower down your elbows. Dolphin. Are you ready for dolphin? Elbows. Down to your elbows. Bum still high. Walk the feet forward. So dolphin is just like down dog, except we're on our elbows and we're walking our feet in towards our elbows. Breathe. Surprise. Core is full of surprises. Lowering the knees down, toes together, hips down on near the heels. Core, extended child's pose. Breathe. So we've done high plank, low plank, plank on the knees, plank dips, oh, hip dips. Side plank. We're done. Let's do some hip dips. Now, if it's not serving you today, let it go. Stay where you are. If you want a little bit more plank action, come to your forearms, excuse me. Put your hands in prayer in front of you. Interlace your fingers, okay? And really think about getting the weight into your forearm. Now stretching your legs back into low plank, into long, low plank. Holding here. You can come down. Modification is plank on the knees. Keep the core strong. For the next exhale, dip the right hip down. Tap the right hip on the mat. Inhale, back up. And exhale, left hip down. Inhale, back up. Tap the right hip. Back up to neutral. Left hip. Back up to neutral. Right hip. Back up to neutral. Left hip. Back up to neutral. One more. Right hip. Back up to neutral. Left hip. Back up to neutral. Lowering all the knees down if they're not already there. Lowering the hips down. Belly Shavasana. Right ear to the mat. Breathe. slowly taking your right ear off the mat and bringing your head around center, tapping your nose or your chin on the mat to recenter, realign your spine. And pressing your chest off the mat, coming into tabletop, walk the knees forward, and meet me in Dandasana. We got another plank, but this time it's reverse plank. Okay, so don't worry. I know it's a killer. Okay, next week we're doing lots of both. Okay, but first, reverse plank. Now, as you can see, I have my knees upright, all right? My shoulders are over my hips. They weren't a second ago. My hands are back, like in Dandasana. That's it. Lovely. Okay. Now, I might actually bring, you're going to figure this out yourself, which is the most comfy. I'm going to bring my hands back a little bit beyond my shoulders, okay? Press the feet into the mat. Inhale. With your exhale, I want you to lift your hips up. That's it. You are a human coffee table and you're a lovely one. Breathe. Keep the chin against the chest. Reverse plank. Well, modification of. Reverse plank is like, ooh, we can try it after we do one more of this. That's it. Lovely straight line from the shoulders to the knees. How many cups of coffee could be placed on your thighs and core right now? Hold for 3, 2, 1. Lower the bum down. That's it. Well done. Now bring your whole forearm, nope, your whole back to the mat. Rear your legs into your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs and just sway side to side. Wind removing pose. It's releasing that lower back. And also the arms, they're working so hard. And again, feet down, soles of the feet on the mat. Oh, wait now. Nope, I'm wrong. We're not going to bridge. Bring your legs back into your chest. And bring the legs over to the right side into fetal pose, okay? And this is how you should get up. Left hand into the mat. And that's how you sit up, okay, to come back to restart. Don't jerk up. You're going to hurt your lower back. Or you mightn't, maybe have a wonderfully strong everything, but it's not a good idea. Okay, you ready? Hands behind the hips. Feet, plant them into the mat. A good idea is a block in between your feet, but generally we're talking hip distance apart. Inhale, exhale, lift the hips up. Well done. That's it. Yeah. Hold in here. Try not to move your head in this pose. Think about your elbows. Are you feeling a lot of tension there? Are you feeling like in your inside elbows that you can feel like it's overstretched? If so, put a micro bend in your elbows because you may be double jointed. Micro bend. That's going to make your muscles work and not overuse your joints. Breathe. Lowering down. So don't go down to wind removing pose again. You can if you wish, but I just want to show you a micro bend is not this. This is an actual bend. A micro bend is so subtle. Watch my elbow. It's so subtle. It's this. Did you see that? Look. So this is, I have double jointedness. So look, my elbow kind of goes that away and it shouldn't, and it's just putting pressure on my joints. And that means my muscles get away with not doing much work because my joints are taking all the force. So I have to do this with my knees as well all the time. But what I have to do is put a micro bend in that much. Tiny, tiny micro bend, and that makes my bicep work. Same thing with my knees, hence knee operations, etc. Okay, once again, this time you either do the same again, or if you wish, you can try reverse plank. Look, I'm not a fan, but I'm going to show you the way. Okay. So that instead of having your feet up here, close to your ball, not close, but like your knees up high, I'm going to lower the knees by taking a step forward, keeping the hands where they are. Okay, so the legs are, it's a much less graduated bend of the legs. Inhale with the next exhale, lift the hips up. So you're coming into a reverse plank this way, a reverse plank, and let the head come back, chin up, breathe. For 3, 2, press the hips up, 1, and lower down. I'm not a fan. Tell me which you prefer. Do you prefer that reverse? Or I see shaking of head. Or I prefer the tabletop one. Okay, relax back. Oh, wind removing pose. Hello, my friend. Release. And relax in wind removing pose. That's it. Oh, I really should not have eaten those banana pancakes. I was making them for Wolfie, and I was like, oh, I'll just eat these, they give me energy, that's great. And now I'm like, oh God. Okay, now thread the needle, left ankle on top of the right thigh, as close to the right knee as possible. Left heel of the hand identified, and just press it against the left thigh, just working that left knee away a little. Right toes pointed towards the left knee. Breathe. And release. Left hand, bring it into the holy cradle with your legs, and interlace the fingers. At the same time, bring your legs up to meet your chest, and interlace the fingers behind the right thigh or in front of the right shin. I want you to point your left toes towards your knee if it's not already there, just protecting that left knee. And right foot, ankle circles. That's it, ankle circles. Slow. Slow to get into every single little nook and cranny of the ankle, especially when you kind of go out towards 3 o'clock and down to 4. Do you feel that? 2 to 4. That whole area, unless you kind of go slowly, you're not going to feel that. Oh, now reverse. It's almost too nice a stretch. It feels so odd. It's like very rarely that we move our ankle in that way. That's why we have to go slowly to try and get in there. Right foot on the mat, left foot on the mat, right ankle on top of the left thigh, as close to the right knee as possible. Point the right toes towards the right knee. Heel of the right hand in against the right thigh. That's it. Pressing the right knee away, just a fraction. Breathe. Release the right hand away from the right knee. Right hand, thread it through the holy cradle with your legs. At the same time, lift your legs in towards your torso. Interlace the fingers behind the left thigh or in front of the left shin. And ankle circles, the slow kind. That's it. 3, 6, 9, 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. And back the other way. Don't forget to do your counter. That's it. Well done. Feet on the mat. And slowly letting your legs go long for Shavasana.